What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Guys, I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Got a good one. Judge Middleton. He was on vacation and then he only worked, I don't know, I think he only was on YouTube maybe once last week, but he came back today and man, did we get a good one out of him today. This defendant has some wild claims. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it for you. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your junkie backflips. Let's go.
Set until 1:35, but both parties are here. Donna Carter is here from the Trot and Trot Law Firm, and Lawrence Rice is here. Mr. Rice, would you come right up here and have a seat? And legal aid is here.
Sorry, I missed your first few cases this afternoon, Judge.
Well, the first case I did, Ms. Bauer, was a bit odd. It's a mother and father that are trying to evict a failed to launch son from their chicken coop. And they filed it as a non-payment of rent case. And what they really want is a termination of tenancy. The defendant or his girlfriend didn't show up, and I adjourned it for a week. But this case is right in your wheelhouse. The title of this case is U.S. Bank and Trust Company versus Patricia Ann Rice and James Lawrence Rice. James Rice is here with, or Lawrence James Rice is here with me in the courtroom. Patricia Rice is not present. Also present is Meg Bauer, an attorney with Legal Aid of Western Michigan. This is filed as a termination of tenancy as a mortgage foreclosure action. We'll get into that more in a minute. Mr. Rice, as a tenant in a landlord-tenant proceeding, you have a number of rights. First of all, you have the right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you, and there's one here with us on the feed. You have a right to a trial by a jury or by the court. If you want a jury trial, you must tell the court at this, your first court appearance, or make the demand in writing within 5 days of the court explaining that right to you, using the jury demand form and paying the $50 jury demand fee unless the judge grants you a waiver. You have a right to have the case heard here in St. Joseph County where the property is. I don't even know why they put this in there because that's always what happens. But anyway, you have the right to have the matter heard here. Although, yeah, just you do. If you're able to reach an agreement with the other side outside of court, oh, darn it, here's Patricia Rice. I have to start over again. Patricia Rice, can you hear me? Your camera is turned off and your mic is turned off. Your mic is turned on. Can you hear me, Patricia Rice? All right, I'll finish this. You may be able to reach an agreement with the other side, which means that a conditional order of dismissal could be prepared. And we can either help you find it, or show you where to find it, or give you a copy, or more likely the attorneys would prepare it. You may be able to reach an agreement by going through mediation by the local Citizens Mediation Authority program. If you are interested, that we can help set it up, but both sides have to be interested. And so far that hasn't been. Patricia Rice, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, I just went through the advice of rights. You missed a couple. You have a right to hire an attorney. If you cannot afford one, you may be able to get assistance from legal aid. You have a right to have your case heard here in St. Joseph County. You have the right to demand a jury trial and pay the $50 fee if you wish. Lawrence Rice is here with me at the courthouse. Donna Carter is here from the law firm Trott and Trott. This property is at 68420 Man Road. One is near White Pigeon, one is near the Cass County line in Fabius Township. This is the White Pigeon one. Who is in the house?
Me.
All right, so Lawrence is in the house. Patricia, you're no longer there.
No. No, I'm not there, sir.
All right, gotcha. All right, this is a mortgage foreclosure action. And I'm missing some of the pleadings. But there was a sheriff's sale on May 5th.
All right, it took us a little bit to get to it, but we finally got the facts of the case. Sheriff's sale, foreclosing the home. Probably gave this guy, him and his wife, enough time, some time to, pay it, or they're gonna sell it. They sold it. Isn't there like I don't know what it's called. I don't know enough about foreclosures to start making opinions. But so far, pretty normal court hearing. Nothing out of the ordinary. But just wait until he starts talking. Just wait.
5th of 2023, and the property has been sold. And the plaintiffs claim that you're a holdover after expiration of the redemption period. So it's likely that no payment has been made on this property in quite some time. Ms. Carter, what's your position here?
Yes, Your Honor, you're correct. The redemption expired several months ago, and we're just hoping to get a date for possession of the property. We're not seeking any monetary issues, and no, there had not been any payments for quite a long time.
It says my video's been turned off.
Patricia Rice, when did you vacate this property?
It was probably 2017, 2018, somewhere around there.
Were you husband and wife?
Yes.
Are you divorced?
We're not divorced. We're separated. We've been separated ever since. We didn't get along. So I had to move out.
Need to get, all right, so you're still married, but you don't live
Yes.
there. All right, Mr.
No.
Lawrence, position.
My position is, my last employment was Horse River Plant 59. I spent 10 days in a scaffold with a fellow employee who had COVID-19. I then caught COVID-19. I missed 8 days work, and I was terminated my employment. I was also denied the My Half grant. The grant's $25,000 to anyone who has lost income from COVID-19. I also filed my disability, same time, I've waited 2 years, no disability. I have emailed everyone from Donald Trump to you. I have sent a report into this very courtroom. I have mailed courtesy reports to this very courtroom. I have never heard anything. I was molested in the Golden Nugget Casino at Wierzinski, and it's all recorded on his phone. And no matter how much help I ask for, I am denied everything. Not only Mrs. Rice's family, the Mann family, needs to be investigated for Dorothy Jane Scott's disappearance and murder in the 70s while we were all in Chandler, Arizona.
All right, well, let's back up.
All right, there's a little taste of this guy. He's not finished, don't worry, but I don't know how his, I guess not technically ex-wife, but she's sitting there and she's not really making any emotions. Her face just is stone. She's not laughing, she's not gazing. She's like, I think she might just be used to it. Probably why she left. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't speculate on that, but we can.
And the FBI, Mr. Middleton, one more thing. Okay. I spent an hour on the phone with the FBI discussing Dorothy Jane's murder and disappearance. And the minute they figured out they had crossfire investigation on the phone, disconnected the phone call.
Who's crossfire investigation?
It's an investigation the FBI did, spent $30 million following a civilian that was running driveway, delivering motorhomes and buses.
Okay. You're holding up some stuff that you.
Well, this is the courtesy report, and it's not complete. I need someone to, because my writing and everything's not real good. And the courtesy report that was sent to Las Vegas, Nevada, I believe I need to sit down with a deposition, and I need, no matter what I've done, I called the prosecuting attorney, left 3 messages here. I talked to Officer Lackey, a state police officer about this. I have been repeatedly, whoever was entering my house, Mr. Middleton, if they turned in a lottery ticket with a grease pencil mark on the back of it, plus my signature on the top of it, that's my winning lottery ticket. That night I checked a lottery ticket and it had 4 numbers on it. And because of the cameras in my home, and because of dirt cheap, Cody Johnson, Josh Gossip didn't write it. Lawrence Rice wrote it, and Josh Gossip rewrote it. And is he part of the FBI that comes in and removes things from my home? And no matter how many times I tried to change the lock, every time I change the lock, this one behind me, maybe change it back because I can't change the lock because that's her home too.
Well, you're going to have to move.
All right. I don't, excuse me. I don't know why Judge Middleton for a minute asking who crossfire investigators were or whatever. I have no idea what he's talking about. FBI is going to his home at night, taking things from his home. Yeah. Also, it's not your home anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
This property.
My half grant should have went through, Mr. Middleton.
Well, they're not asking.
Loss of COVID. That would have paid this. That would have paid this last year. That would have paid just before the redemption period was over with, Mr. Middleton.
The redemption period did not get paid. This property has not been redeemed. It was sold at a sheriff's sale.
No. That's at 6 months. Yeah. This is an agricultural property that has a 1-year redemption period. Better look it up, Mr. Middleton. And I've been denied legal aid as a United States of American citizen. I am allowed attorneys for court, and I have been denied. No matter how many people I called, no matter how many attorneys I called, and the Michigan Bar Association has denied me help. And I do believe, like this case, Mr. Trump's case needs to be moved out of the United States of America so I can get a free trial and he gets what he deserves.
All right.
Your Honor, it has been a 1-year redemption period.
Yes. The sheriff's sale was
And if
April.
my half grant would have went
Stop,
through,
stop.
the 25,000 would have caught my home up.
All right, well, it
It
didn't.
wouldn't have got foreclosed on.
All right, Mr. Rice, let me speak and I'll let you speak.
Okay,
The sheriff's sale was on the 20th of April of 2023. It was a year ago, more than a year ago. And you've been living there for several years without paying anything on the loan. The bank has foreclosed on your loan. Don't say it. If you'd have won the lotto or somebody given you some money to redeem it, great. It didn't happen. That's not the bank's fault. You're not entitled to court-appointed counsel in a civil case. Now, there's some talk about doing that. I don't know who's going to pay for it. If you were charged with a crime, you certainly would be entitled to have an attorney to represent you. You're not charged with a crime. There is someone here from legal aid today. No matter what, the law requires that I continue this matter at least 7 days. But you're living there. The payment is several years in arrears. No payment has been made for several years. They gave you a 1-year redemption period. It was not redeemed in a timely manner. They waited a few more months, and then they filed this action. And the property was sold at a sheriff's sale. So you're what's called a holdover on a mortgage foreclosure, and they want you to move so they can sell this house. That's really what this case is about.
and if my half would have went through, I wouldn't be here.
Well, it didn't.
And why didn't it go through? Because I caught COVID in that scaffold,
Well, I
a
don't-
4x8 box with a human being with COVID-19. There was no way I was not gonna get it.
Probably not. All right.
Why does he keep pausing every time he says that? I don't want to repeat it, but he awkwardly pauses in between the word and the number. The second time he did it. Is that in anyone else's head? Anyways, he's not finished. He says a couple of things that are a little disturbing. Hopefully I catch you to mute the bad stuff, but yeah, here goes nothing.
I have to continue this matter until next Monday, August 5th at 2:15. Does that work for you, Ms. Carter?
Somebody will be there from yes.
All right.
Is that an
Mr.
in-person or
Middleton,
can it also be a Zoom?
It will be by Zoom.
There's one other thing, Mr. Middleton, I would ask, that we had children molested in Constantine, Michigan, public schools with a pop bottle twice, and the community came at me for it, and not Brett Wrzezinski, who recorded everything on his phone. It's all on his cloud, and his phone number is 574-206. Molested in the Golden Nugget Casino with a pop bottle twice, and the court system doesn't want to do anything for it because it's Donald Trump, and he's better for the United States of America.
Well, I don't know what to say. The line split about 49-49, and they're 2%
Well,
in
this
the
is
middle.
the Nevada law that shouldn't be allowed.
Well, I'm not into that. I'm in Michigan, and
And that's right.
the cold hard truth is they're
That
probably.
you're no should stand behind the laws, very laws that you wrote, Mr. Middleton, the very laws that you wrote.
Well, I didn't.
Well,
write-
not you, they have, but you're here to back them up.
And that's what I'm doing.
And I know he's here because
No,
I'm expressing myself as a senior citizen that paid taxes for 49 years that can't get assistance, but will bring refugees in and give them from the day they walk in this country. And
well,
100 million households in this country, if they were smart, would cough up $1,000 so we could build our own economy.
maybe so. All
No,
right.
there ain't no think so about it.
Now,
That's
let
exactly
me-
what that would do.
let
That's
me tell you-
$100 billion a year for
Let
the
me-
common citizen to build a retirement account that the Social Security Administration won't do. Or this courtroom as oath takers for the youth citizens, truth and justice for all. And this is truth and justice for Trot Law and U.S. National Bank Association, Mr. Middleton, the owners of Indiana, Michigan Power that are going to run power through my property, Mr. Middleton. And I am sorry, I don't want to disrespect
All right,
this courtroom,
well,
and I don't want to wrestle with big man here.
You're being respectful. You just have
Okay.
strong opinions. But let me tell you what's going to happen. We're going to adjourn this matter 7 days.
Okay.
And 10 days after that, you're going to be subject to being evicted, where the sheriff comes and pulls you out of the property and throws all
Okay.
your stuff out on the street. So
And
if
I
I were
can't
you,
stop that, brother.
I would start, you got 17 days to start
To move out 38 years. 38 years in that home, Mr.
This
Middleton.
didn't sneak up and bite you in the ankle. This has been going on for several years.
And I've been trying to get help for several years, and I get the same thing I'm getting from you.
Well,
And excuse me, Mr. Middleton, I do not want to disrespect this courtroom, but just like I'm getting from you, just like the citizens of America are getting from oath takers, not a damn thing.
all right, well, we'll end on that note. I will see
Okay,
you August.
God bless.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, what do you what do you guys think about this? This is fairly interesting, right? Right? I can't tell if he's, maybe has some MH issues going on, or maybe he's a conspiracy theorist. I have no idea, but it's some kind of crazy stuff coming out of his mouth. All right, that's it. There's still about 2 or 3 minutes left. I'll let it play out. Hope you guys are having a great day so far, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tonight. Until next time, bye.
Sir? Sir?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes,
It- so-
Patricia?
So what's going on?
All right, we're gonna continue this hearing till next Monday at 2:15. At that point, he's gonna get 10 days to vacate. And
And what do I do with this, Mr. Middleton? This is an ACP phone, that when I called for neglect and abuse charges last Friday, they disconnected my service. What do you want me to do with this? It's 26946.
I don't have any advice on that. Anyway, Ms. Rice, you're entitled to be here
Yes.
next week once again.
Okay, I got it at 2:15.
Yes,
Am I allowed to go to the house and get my stuff, sir?
yes, I would suggest that you do that because this house is probably gonna be ordered to be vacated within the next 17 days.
17 days from now?
Yes.
Well, if he's not out of there, sir, I'm afraid to go in there and get my stuff.
Well, I might recommend that you be here next week. We'll have you coordinate with Sergeant Morse or somebody else, the person that's going to serve the eviction. Meg, you probably don't want to get into this with a teaspoon or a shovel.
I
Are you
would
willing
actually, I would be conflicted from speaking with Miss Rice.
Oh, just be back here next week and we'll discuss that.
Unfortunately.
All right. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Carter? I'm
Have a
sure
good
you'll
afternoon.
want to have someone else come here next week for that hearing, so I will be here. Thank you.
Thank
What
you.
got? Have them come in. All right, Ms. Rice, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
What day?
Next Monday at 2:15, right?
Correct.
And I should wait until after I talk to you again before I go get my stuff?
Well, if you're afraid to go get your stuff, I would recommend that you don't go in there.
Okay,
You have a right to go get your stuff, but I don't want to put you in danger.
yeah, okay. I'll just wait till hopefully I figure something out next week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rusin.
Hi, Judge. How are you?